Hey there guys, it's Rick Utzer here with AirgunWeb, your home for old school airgun reviews where we tell you the facts, not fluff. I know I've got like sort of out of uniform here. Well, long story short is if you've watched some of my lives, you may have seen that we had some health things going on. Well, long story short, I had open heart surgery. So this is my new uniform, at least for the next couple months while everything heals up. Fortunately, we are able to do some shooting, which I'm super excited about, because today we have the new Gamo Arrow. Now this is going to be a range time video. This isn't going to be a full review yet. That'll be coming. But I just got this in yesterday and we've been doing some testing and it's shooting pretty well. I wanted to kind of share some of the early results with you guys, kind of go over some of the features as well. So what is the Gamo Arrow? It is a very affordable and very fun PCP airgun. We're talking about $230-ish between $230 and $250. Just check it out at GamoUSA.com. What they've done is really simplified things down. So if you're familiar with like the Coyote or the Urban, those were BSA guns sort of reimagined for Gamo. This looks like it was built ground up for Gamo. And so we have a lot of polymer going on here, and polymer is different than plastic. So plastic is that cheap type plastic. This is actually what do they have? It's a fiber-based polymer. It's like a proper grade firearm polymer. It's not plastic. I mean, it is plastic, but it doesn't feel cheap at all. It feels very well put together. We have their polymer barrel. We have the Whisper. We have a polymer barrel shroud, I should say. The Whisper front end. We have a rifled steel barrel. It's about 20 inches long. We have their great open sights. So if you like shooting with open sights, this comes with their really nice fiber optic open sights. We've got an air cylinder under here. We have a straight pullback cocking handle. We have a manual safety under here. So it comes with a 10-shot rotary magazine. The gun weighs about 5 pounds. They sent me a BSA 4x32 AO optic, so I am going to run that on this video. Personally, I think this gun is going to be a 50-yard gun. I'm pretty sure we're shooting at 25 yards today, but I'm pretty certain we're going to be able to stretch it. When you stretch to 50 yards, and I think you're going to want to go to like a 4-16 or a 3-12 or something. But for now, we're going to go ahead and run this BSA optic. I've got my camera here so you guys will be able to see what I see through the scope, and hopefully I do my job well today and we get some great results. Anything else I want to tell you guys, a short form on this gun. I think I mentioned it's about 5 pounds without the optic. It fills to 232 bar. One thing that I was really impressed to see is they ditched the probe. So now under here you have a regular Foster connector to fill the rifle. For me, that's huge. That's one less thing I may lose or have to keep track of. So that's it. Shot count's about 60 shots per fill, and we did that over and over and over and over in our testing. So pretty happy with that. Don't know what we're going to get for power yet, but we are going to run the Crony and see what we get. Now, in my testing, and we'll put this up with some B-roll stuff, I shot a bunch of pellets. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 different pellets and or slugs. As I ran a bunch of stuff through this, we did get some pellets and slugs that ran very, very well. So I'm going to grab the best of those, and we're going to show you those on camera here right now. But we did do a good bit of testing just to kind of feel out what things, how things were working. And I think for a backyard, super quiet, fun gun, this thing is going to be very, very awesome. So let's go ahead and get camera set up for some shooting, and we'll get to some accuracy and power, and we'll have some fun. Be right back. All right, everybody, so let's do some shooting. I've picked 4 of the best projectiles that I thought in our initial testing. H&N Barracuda 15s. These are mirrored after the JSB 1589s, they're kind of similar. They also have a Barracuda 18, which is like the JSB 1813s. Different metallurgy, but same basic idea. I've also got field target trophies. They're 14.6, I think 14.66. Then we've got the knockout slugs. These are the regular knockouts, not the MK2s. So these were pretty fun to shoot. And we've got the Gamo Red Fire. So we're going to shoot 4 of these. We're going to get some Crony numbers along the way. And we'll see what kind of consistency we get out of this valve. Again, unregulated. So will it do well? Will it have a huge spread? Let's find out. I can tell you, does pretty good. We already have done some shooting and we had some camera problems. So I was, you know, initially I was going to recite this because when I run the Tacticam, sometimes for whatever reason, my point of impact seems to want to shift. But we've already done the reciting, so we're just going to jump into accuracy. We don't need to do the other stuff. So I'm going to start right now with what I think has been consistently the best pellet. That's the H&N 15s. Then we'll move on to probably the red fires, and then the field target trophies, and then wind up with the knockouts. On the side of the magazine, I may have already mentioned this, but it's a cool feature. On the side, you have a little window that actually tells you how many shots you have left. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this one right in the center. And let's see how we do. Let's turn my camera on here. Okay, let me just double check my other camera here. Yeah. All right, we're all set and rolling. I'm going to go dead center here. Let's see what we do here.
$703. $701. $705. $696. $698. $703. $701. $696. $696. $705.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about that group. This is a $230-ish air gun, PCP, unregulated. It's super quiet. It's going to be hard for you guys to really hear that on camera, but let me tell you, it's very quiet and very consistent. That spread was only a spread of 9 feet per second. Granted, we're right at the top of the fill, but I'll tell you from our other testing, that valve just hovers high 900s, low 700s for a long time. We'll keep shooting here. We're going to move on to, you know what? I'm going to move to field target trophies, and I'll end with the Gamo red fire. So that's what I'm going to do. We'll go to field target trophies. They're a little bit lighter. Let's see how they do, because they shot pretty well too. But yeah, I think that's looking pretty good. That's looking really good. Again, we're just 25 yards today. We'll do more testing with this later. We put a different scope on it for 50 yards and plus, but for backyard plinking, this thing is doing very, very well. So let's go ahead and set up our new profile. Oh, first of all, let me save that one. Save. Okay. Settings 1466. Return new string. Okay. When you are loading your pellets with the system, I really like how easy it is to cock this. They used to go with a rear bolt, which can be a little finicky sometimes. The angle of the bolt can mean that you don't get it cocked all the way. This seems far more positive in the sense of you really know when you've got the gun cocked. The one thing you do need to watch out for is that when you shut the bolt, there's a little catch. I don't know if you can see that little catch there. But that gets locked into place to hold the bolt in. So you need to make sure that is all the way forward and caught. If you don't, it'll mess up your shooting. So you want to watch that. Okay. When you install these pellets, you also want to make sure that the skirt gets caught by that little rubber O-ring. So you want to push them in all the way, maybe even tap them on the table once you're all full, and that way they'll feed properly. If I push this forward, you got to go all the way until this locks into place. Okay, let's go top left, bull. Okay, H&N field target trophy pellets are 14.66, and we are ready to go. Here we go.
712.
A little bit faster, which is to be expected.
726. 726. 731. 731. 728. 717. 728. 731.
Okay.
728.
Spread of 19, standard deviation of 6.4. It's pretty close. It's kind of a little bit of a vertical string going there, but all in the black, all probably half-inch group-ish, maybe half-inch, just slightly less than 3/4 of an inch. Certainly going to be hitting quarters all day, and from a small game pesting hunting gun, you want to be able to do that. And it's very easy. If you guys can see, it's not like I'm taking a long pause in between each shot. This does have me locked down pretty good, and which is nice, but it's very easy to just rapid fire these things out. Let's move on to our next pellet. Let's do the knockouts. Now, I'm not sure if these are going to drop a little bit low on us. We'll see. I'm just going to let it group. So let's go for maybe the top right bull, and I'll get it set up here in the system. We'll check power here in a second. Okay. So that was 17 foot-pounds with the 14.6s. And let me save that. And let me see really quickly. If I go to my saved strings, all the way to the bottom. Let's see, view string. It's 16 foot-pounds, 16.6 foot-pounds with the 15. So the 14.6s did a little better energy-wise. Kind of interesting to see. All right, so we saved that, new string. Okay, now these are heavy. So we're going from 14 and some change up to 25.4 grains. So there's a massive difference here in pellet weight. So we'll do 25.4, 25.39. I just do 25.4. because I don't think the Crony software lets me do 2 decimal points. And let's see, we got fresh string connected. All right, here we go. All right. So now we're running slugs. These feed pretty good, and as far as the diameter, I'm running the 217s. For what that's worth, that's what I happen to pull off the shelf. So we're gonna go far right, top. Let's see where this lands. Okay. We're still recording everything, should be good to go. Let's see. Okay, low left. I'm just gonna let these group, guys. I'm not gonna try and adjust for them because we just want to see where they're gonna group. We could adjust the scope to make them work. Let's just see if they group. No, these not doing as well as they did earlier. Here we go. We're finishing them out though. We're not catching the shots. Interesting. I wonder if I'm too low. Hold on. Oh, let's see. I may need to be down in the... Let's go down a power level. Okay. Yeah, because we're not picking them up on the Crony. They may be going too slow. Let's just keep finishing up here. Nope. Settings, let me go down one more. Connect. All right, let's see. Crony doesn't want to pick these up. We're just going to finish them out here.
500.
There we go.
65.
Got one.
500. 72. 500. 75. 500. 69. 500. 67.
Okay. Yeah, they shot better in testing, but I figured I'd show you guys some slugs anyway. Those were the better of all the slugs that we shot, so probably not much of a slug gun. I think they're probably too heavy. Now H&N has some much lighter slugs, like some 21s and some 23s. Maybe we'll try those at another time, but those look like they're just not quite there. We are getting a lot more energy, 18.7 foot-pounds at the max, which is a lot for this little gun. But yeah, just not really good accuracy-wise. Although it did start to group eventually, but it's not really what you want. Let's go ahead and do one more pellet here. So we're gonna, did I save that one? Well, we'll save it anyway. New string. Okay, we're gonna go on to the Gamo red fires. These are 15.4. And from a good hunting pellet, these should do really, really well. So let me go home, connect. I wonder if my batteries are running out. Okay, well, let's finish this up then. Okay. All right. This pellet happens to be one of the ones you gotta be really careful when you load it to make sure that you get that, oh, hopes you go in the right direction. Get that skirt to snap into where that, or that rubber O-ring to snap into where the skirt is. It can give you some feeding problems if you don't make sure you do that when you load them. All right, here we go. All right, they cycle really nicely. All right, here. Now we're going to go on that screen. Okay, let's see here. Let's go to just, well, top center. We'll just do top center. We'll see how these do. Closed, okay. Oh, wow. Okay. That wasn't very good. Let's see here.
700.
Okay.
14.
That first one was definitely a flyer.
700. 10. 700. 12. 700. 14. 700. 10. 700. 7. 700. 5. 700. 10. 700. 7.
Okay, that may have been our absolute best group minus the flyer. So running the risk of screwing that up. I'm going to shoot one more and just assume the first one's a fluke. We'll call it a mulligan. We should give Airguns a mulligan once in a while. So, or the shooter a mulligan anyway. Let's see here.
700.
Yeah.
12.
Okay, so the red fires pulled out a win. That is the best they've shot so far in all of my testing. But that is, what, pinky nail size? Wow, okay, so, okay guys, so let's look at this. We started out unregulated in the 700s, and we're still in the 700s. We're average 711 feet per second. The extreme spread on that was 14, standard deviation 3.9. Energy is 17 foot-pounds. And we've shot, easily get 60 shots out of this gun. When does it absolutely fall off? You know, when we do our absolute old school airgun review, we'll get into that. Maybe we'll do a whole shot string and just see the entire shot curve. We can definitely do that. but in all of our testing, easily get 60 shots. And at 25 yards, we never really saw it drop off. It's not like all of a sudden at shot 50, we're starting to see things tail off. No, it just stayed really consistent all the way through shot 60. 17 foot-pounds, plenty enough energy to be doing some small game hunting and pesting. So I'm going to ask my lovely assistant, happens to be my wife today, to go grab that target, and we're going to wrap this up. Be right back. Okay guys, let's go ahead and wrap this up. So here's our target. We shot at 25 yards. Our starter group with the H&N 15s, pretty doggone good. The 14.6s, better. The red fires, I think, man, I would have to get a micrometer out because these are very close, even though they may not look close on paper. I'm kind of looking at the pellet holes in the back here. They're very, very close. But I mean, this is all great results at 25 yards. Even looking at this, granted, yeah, that's 25 yards. We would want them to be tighter, and maybe with a little practice, and maybe I screwed up, or who knows. But I mean, other than a couple of them getting away, that's actually not horrible when you compare that to maybe even this. Again, put a mic on it, and it's going to be pretty close, actually. So, you know, I'm pretty pleased with those results. 17 foot-pounds. As you guys were watching me shoot it, I mean, this is a very fast action on this gun. You cock it, set it, shoot, cock it, set it, shoot, and it just stays lined up. Obviously, this rest really helps me stay stable, and we do want to see what it'll do at 50 yards. I mean, this is just we got this yesterday. We're shooting a video today because I want you guys to know about this gun. It's really, really cool. So that's going to be it for now. If you guys want to know anything about anything we got on the table here, anything we talked about today, I'll have links in the video description. Definitely check it out. And, you know, check out Gamo USA, www.gamousa.com. I believe you can get on a waiting list for this rifle because they're supposed to be in sometime June. So we're like right on the cusp of these being available. And at 230 bucks, oh my gosh, what a great shooting little air gun. So guys, that's going to be it. My name is Rick Hutzer here with AirgunWeb, your home for old school air gun reviews and where we tell you the facts, not fluff. Thanks for watching.